So for my science experiment this week, I've decided that I'm going to make some cheese, which uses some biology, some chemistry and things to make what our cheese is. So I've started today by boiling some of our materials that we're going to use. And the reason we do that is to kill off any microorganisms, because that can change things. And we don't want to grow microorganisms in our food unless they're desirable. We don't know what could be on those. So we destroy them by boiling them for 3 or 4 minutes there. So that's what I'm doing to start. So the way that we're going to make cheese is we're going to take this wonderful milk here that's filled with milk fats. And those are a type of protein. We're going to use this citric acid that I've mixed up in some water. And this is going to start changing the shape of the proteins that are in there. And that's going to give us some of this cheese. That's what's going to make our cheese. We're going to make these proteins change their shape that are in the milk. And we're going to pull out the solids from the liquids later on. So to start that process, we have to put in this citric acid and then stir it in, and then we'll heat it to help speed up that process. So citric acid goes in, stir it up, 5 or 10 seconds here. Not very exciting, but now as we start heating it up, it's going to help this reaction to speed up, and we're going to start getting some cheese out. We're going to make ricotta cheese using this. And in all honesty, this is my first time trying this, but as with all good science experiments, it's been well documented, and so we know this is a process that should work. And I can actually start seeing, if you look on the spoon here, or on the what I'm stirring with, you can actually start to see some of those milk proteins starting to coagulate already. That's a good sign. We're on the right path here. So we can start to see that there's some separation starting to happen. That's cheese forming, and just like any experiment, we've got some things that we're following. So we're heating right now, we're at 51 degrees. We're looking to get up to about 85 degrees, and that'll give us a really spreadable cheese. And then if we go up to 90 or 95, that changes the texture. So just like any experiment, there's things that happen at different stages. And so right now, we're starting to form some really good cheese, and it smells like cheese too. Okay, so you can see we're getting close to our temperature here now, and we're going to take it off. You can see that we've still got some of this coagulation going on. What these things are, so that's just the proteins. They've changed shape, and so they get clumped together. And it doesn't really look like milk anymore. It looks like a bit of a mixture here. So that's what we're looking at, and we're going to take it off and let it rest for a few minutes so that it can finish coming together as it cools down. So this is the drained milk curd, or cheese curd. And so this is actually like a ricotta cheese now. And so this is, all of those proteins have been reshaped, and so we get this type of cheese. And that's all due to a chemical reaction between the biological proteins and then the chemical that we added, which was citric acid. So that's my science experiment for the week. So my experiment's done. I've made ricotta cheese, so that's what I got out of 1 liter of milk. And so I guess we have to see how it is. Got it on a cracker. That's some tasty science. It was really good. I hope you guys have fun with your experiments too. Have a good one.